Vaquer won't surrender faith. This like a fire that never burns to embers. The voice of the unheard. Love is the answer.
I gotta speak it, believe it, that's how I feel inside.
I can't sit here quiet.
You can take my heart, you can take my breath when you pry it from my cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us. Can you hear me? Are you listening, sleeping? And the shadows could be making history. Through the fire, on the water, used to be a slave, but now you are a conqueror.
They can take my heart, they can take my breath when they pry it from my cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us. Up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us. This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us.
When the chains drop and the reactions cease, we still keep on rolling. It doesn't matter if it's a day, if it's a week, if it's a month, or if it's a year. The GWE does not stop for nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, welcome back to another episode of Monday Night Voltage. How we all doing? It's time for another show. Welcome in Rio, Ezra, Moon, Solara, same person but still, Leia, our ace reporter, Splendid opening, Mr. E, Kaz is here as well, Modest, who will be starting off our show today, or tonight, and everybody who's lurking in the background. We got a show tonight. Kara's also here as well. We got a show for all y'all tonight. We are off the back foot of Chain Reaction. Dust here, Poke's here too. Welcome on in. What you gotta say? Yo, we had a grand time at Chain Reaction. It was the biggest the biggest gate. We had the largest gate tickets. Chain Reaction. You get the point. Thank y'all for making Chain Reaction such a great show. I really enjoyed it. I know me and the team have had a great time reflecting back on it. It's a great time. And we keep it going. We keep it going here because this grind does not stop. Mr. E, it is till further notice. That's fine. I can work with this. All right. Just me today. Joshua's busy with bracer work with Dad. Fair enough. Welcome in to our brand new and inaugural Ironheart champion, Skelebros. Welcome in Chaos as well. Wishing Modest good luck. And welcome in as well to DJ. How you doing? Welcome on in, everybody. We had a grand old time yesterday. We continue it on today. Let's get that 2K music going because we have got a show to run. It's going to be a great one. I took a little bit of advice from our good man, AV, that showed up yesterday. We had a little bit of trouble coming from one of our referees. Clarabelle had a little bit of a rough time. I don't think the team was able to inform her that there were no rope breaks in the chain together gauntlet matches. So, hopefully that's not going to happen again. Clarabelle is taking the night off. She's not going to be doing any refereeing tonight, as much as I'm aware of. But everybody else is still here. They're all still ready to go. And we got a show to run. Doing well, how are you? I'm doing good, DJ. I'm doing good. Oh, come on in. So, with that being said, it's time we go ahead and get this thing started. Hello, David. I see you. Welcome in as well to you. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. It is Modest Open Challenge. We're kicking that off with that tonight. Modest, after his performance throughout the Intercontinental Championship tournament and making it all the way to finals up against our new and inaugural Intercontinental Champion, Akihiko. Modest came right up to the GM and said, hey, I'm not done just yet. I still want to show the world what I can do, so put me through the ringer, put me through that open challenge, and bring the best. So, we're going to give it to him. Modest, the stage is yours. Gonna lurk when I finish up, with some recording stuff. Fair enough, Hippo. Welcome in. How you doing, man? So, Modest, good luck. The stage is yours. Let's go ahead and turn up the voltage for it as the open challenge commences. Who will step up to the open challenge first? Well, obviously it's not Modest because he's the one who's hosting it, and here he is right now. Modest is here once again for another show. If Ray isn't someone who will kill him, hey, listen, let's hope not. Modest, just like the GWE, embodies the fact that the grind does not stop after setbacks. Modest keeps it rolling. And right now, he keeps it rolling with this open challenge. Let's find out who he takes on right now. World? This is up. Oh! Oh! Okay! Oh, well then. That is an actual boxer! That is Ippo. Gotta love a little bit of an open challenge, I'll tell you that. Done some of my own, have not been let down by who have answered. Yeah, it's another boxer. That's Ippo Makanuchi. Ippo. Yeah, Modest, oh boy. Modest could be concerned. One of the greatest boxers to do it. 23-3. 23 knockouts. There's no knockouts in this match. It's pinfall or submission. Ippo's going to have to adjust to that. Bobby's here to call it. Here we go. It's Modest and it's Ippo. Here we go. And they're starting off chain wrestling, and Ippo right away taking advantage and a clean break. And Modest tried to go off the ropes, and Ippo with those boxing gloves catches him right in the face. Ippo, a master fighter, a strong competitor in his own right. As David mentioned, one of the greatest boxers to ever do it. Modest has got his work cut out for him tonight. But if I know anything about Modest, is that he's not going to go down without a fight. Let's see if he goes 24-3 or 23-4. We'll find out. As Ippo tried to go for that punch, but Modest with the wherewithal to get himself out of the way. That's a decent trend of boxers becoming wrestlers. Yeah, a lot of boxers stepping into the wrestling ring. Love to see that. As Ippo, little waist lock to Modest straight away. As Ippo taking the ground game right now. Should have set this to be a knockout match. Listen, I thought about it, but maybe I will for the rest of them. Maybe not this one. I forgot to do it, but maybe for the rest of them. That depends on if Modest wants to do that. As Modest locking, a little headlock in on Ippo. Right away, contested under MMA rules. And now grabbing at the arm here. Almost like a little top wrist lock from Modest, trying to weaken the arm of Ippo, and that's smart. That is a smart thing to do. Weaken those punches from Ippo. That's his strongest stuff. As Modest trying to work away on him here, but Ippo. Where's the steel cage? Oh wait, that's MMA. Never mind. Yeah, that's not. We don't have no cage here for the MMA, but Modest taking Ippo down. A little kitchen sink right to the gut, but Ippo not done just yet. Elbows to the gut himself. And sends, dang, he sent Modest out of the ring. He didn't just send him off the ropes, he sent him out the ring. As Ippo taking the time to breathe. Modest getting back up. And never mind, I thought Ippo was going to wait the whole time. But instead, Modest sends him into the barricade. Picking him up, dropping him right back down onto his back onto the floor. And Modest now might be looking to take control in this match. Kick to the back of that boxer, Ippo Makanouchi. Double axe handle, but he rolled out the way. And Ippo bulldog. I thought Modest's head collided with the table for a second. As Ippo turns him over, and there's that punch. Got all of it. That boxing right hand. And sends him into the apron. And more shots from Ippo to Modest. Now it's a little even, a little back and forth contest as Modest sends Ippo into the apron himself. And now a little ground and pound game. This is all about it. This is what it's all about for these two. The boxers, they know all about the ground game. They know all about those strikes. Modest apparently trying to show the wrestling background, trying to go high flying, but Ippo used that strength to catch him, turn it into a power slam, turns around and hits that punch right to the head, and Modest is now busted open. Busted open off that punch, and then he sent him right into the steps. And Ippo doing a little shadow boxing. As this boxer taking it to Modest here, but Ippo, look at that. Great boxing game there. Just went straight after the body shots. You gotta stop trying to high fly it. You gotta stop with it. Modest has not been able to land that high flying offense. But now sending Ippo to the side. And now waiting. Cross jab is Ippo's game. One quick counter. cross jab is something Ippo's all known for, and Modest tried to go for that quiet riot, but Ippo caught him and got that little cross jab in. Couple jabs to the gut, and then a kick right to the leg, and Modest is close to being stunned, and now he is. And more shots to the gut from Ippo, which is a smart strategy to do. If you keep getting shots to your gut, you're not going to be able to breathe. You're not going to be able to fight as well. And Ippo, we're going to take full advantage of that shoulder tackle right to the gut in the corner. Goes for the cover. Off of that one there, cover by Ippo, kick out. Kick out at 2 by Modest, and he's right back up. And Ippo with those jabs, and another, there's that right cross. Right cross, right to Modest, and that is resiliency from Modest. So far the boxer's been taking control of this fight. Well, they are both boxers, but I think I know which one you mean. Yeah, more groin than gut, yeah, fair enough. As Modest, little drop kick to Ippo, and this is turned right around for Modest. I think he tried to look for Modest means, but Ippo caught it. Went for the punch there. Modest turned that around, and now these two doing what they do best. They're slugging it out. They're trading blows, boxing it up. But Ippo taking full advantage, but Modest counters back. These two going back and forth. Modest with another counter. And a chop. Another strike from Ippo. Modest saying, come on, bring it on. I want your best. I want to see why you're one of the greatest boxers of all time. And Modest takes advantage, hits that clothesline. Every time somebody does a punch in this match, you'll be dead before it ends. Runs in, hits that clothesline. And now Modest, he's charging up, looking for that quiet riot. Right to the head of Ippo. That might have been a knockout blow from Modest. And Ippo now has to burn resiliency. He burns resiliency. Oh my gosh! He adrenalined up. And then he backhanded him so hard that Modest sent flying into the air. But just for a count of 2. Just for a count of 2, Modest survives. And gets sent right back out of the ring by Ippo. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought Modest was in a world of trouble there, but he kicked out of that backhand that sent him flying. And another shot to the head from Ippo. And another punch. He's going for even more strikes, trying to stun Modest. He's got him up on the barricade. He got sent down with that one, and now stuns him by dropping him onto the barricade. Count of 4. Ippo has obviously burned adrenaline rush. What in the world is he going for here? Oh, sheesh, fall away slam. Fall away slam from Ippo on the outside, but Modest wasn't stunned from it. He's not done just yet. And now steps back into the ring. I want to keep in mind, Ippo, who rolls in, has a finisher! He went for it again. He went for that backhand again, but Modest actually stayed standing from it, but knocks him down with another punch. And that time, that might just do him in. Modest has taken a lot of punishment. Yo, he had the wherewithal to crawl to the corner. Modest had the wherewithal to crawl to the corner. He just had that little bit of energy left, measured violence. By example for Modest, and now he's going to the corner. He's calling for that quiet riot. Modest had a little bit more left. Hit that quiet riot for a second time in this match. Cover on Ippo. Whoa. No. Just like Modest kicked out earlier, Ippo kicks out as well. And a belly-to-belly. Belly-to-belly suplex from Ippo. This is the greatest boxer, one of the greatest boxers in the history of boxing. No wonder he stayed standing. Off that one, Modest with a clothesline, though, takes him down. He may be a great boxer, but Ippo's still stepping into a wrestling ring, and Modest has more experience than that as an uppercut is hit. Now going to work on the legs of Ippo. Couple shots to the leg. And now Modest, and look at that, goes for the moonsault, and he lands it. Flush with that moonsault, stuns Ippo, goes right into the cover afterwards. He got him with it. We talked about how Modest shouldn't really be going high flying all that much, but hey, the one time he goes high flying, hits that moonsault, landed on the gut of Ippo, KO'd him. The water liquid. Modest kicking off the open challenge with a victory. Congratulations to Modest, and yeah, Ippo now 23-4. See, there's why I just thought it was done. He sent Modest flying. He sent Modest flying with that backhand, but he kicked out. And even Splendid's impressed about it as well. Which, considering your history with Modest, as much as I know Splendid, is a shocker. But there was that quiet riot from Modest, blood dripping down his face. Still wasn't enough to put Ippo away. But hey, after that moonsault, he got him with it. 23-4 now for Ippo. Congratulations to Modest. 56% of you on Modest, 44 on Ippo. Well done. And yeah, barely a day after fighting of Akihiko. The inaugural Intercontinental title match, lost that one, but Modest is not done. This is why he wanted this open challenge. He wanted to show that he might be looking back and saying, hey, that match, Akihiko beat me, but that was the one night he could. Maybe I'll be coming back from that one. And look at his face. Yeah, his face is bloodied up. Nonetheless, congratulations to Modest. Starts off the open challenge 1-0. Get on him. But now, it's time to bring on the sillies. The sillies and the schemers. It is tag team action. It is the Skelebros. It is Sans and Papyrus taking on... How long can I do this? There we go. It is the Skelebros taking on Team WAAAAAA. 2-on-2. No contendership in hand, but hey, whoever wins this tag match, hey, they might be looking at a potential chance in the future. We'll just have to find out. Fantastic fight. It was an honor to fight such an amazing boxer. Hey, you fought him and you won. Congratulations, Modest. And honestly, as we was kept mentioning, you're now only the 4th person to beat Ippo. Good on ya. But let's get into our next match here. It's tag team action. It's the Skelebros. It's Team WAAAAAA. Let's turn up the voltage for it. DJ voting here for Team WAAAAAA. But out first, it's not Team WAAAAAA. It's those Skeleboys. It's Sans, it's Papyrus, it's the Skelebros. Welcome to the underground for this one. Sans and Papyrus are looking to take the Wario boys, or the Team Wa, not the Wario boys, that's not even a thing. Team Wa on a little trip. They've come up with some success recently. Can they continue it now? Or will a team we haven't seen in a little while in the form of Team Wa be successful tonight? Let's see what antics this match gets up to. I'm sure plenty. But there they are. It's Wario, it's Waluigi, it's Team Wa.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 416 pounds, Wallace E.G. and War E.O. the Bad Guys.
Team Wa is a little bit of steamers, as we know. These guys, they love to cause a little bit of mayhem. Some people love them for it, some people hate them for it. Love them or hate them, though, tonight. They gotta prove themselves. They haven't been as successful as of late. Now they're gonna need to prove themselves up against a really tough force in the form of Sans and Papyrus. The two big guys starting off, Sans and Wario on the side. Papyrus and Waluigi starting this off. Here we go. As Waluigi starting off a little spin around Papyrus and slapped him. Slapped him over his bony hit. The tall boys starting it off as Waluigi now making the tag early to Wario. And a couple shots to the ribs of Papyrus and dropped him right on the knees. And now, the bigger man in a different way, Wario, is in here now. Taking it to the great Papyrus. Dropped him. Grabbed him by the head and dropped him down. Now, with a knee right to the face, Papyrus already halfway to being stunned. Wario, a big man. You do not want him getting all this offense. Okay, Waluigi, I don't know what he was thinking. He did a cheap shot to Papyrus. It stunned him, but it hit Wario at the same time. Kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. Elbow drop from Wario to Papyrus and into a quick cover. Kick out at one, and Sans stepped in. Don't know why he did that. It is very early on in this match. But Wario saying, all right, we'll take advantage of that. Tagging in Waluigi and just punch him. Just punch him Papyrus right in the corner. Goodness me. And they busted him open. How? He's a skeleton? I don't know how he bleeds. But Waluigi stopping him from making the tag. He's not even that hurt yet. Yeah, well now he's bleeding. Somehow. How? Again, I don't know how a skeleton bleeds, but he sure is bleeding. Now Waluigi, close distance, climbing up to the top. Double axe handle. Dude just bones, he can't bleed, yeah. Cover immediately there, kick out at one. By Papyrus. See, Waluigi and Wario have not taken a single ounce of damage yet. And looking for that kick right to the face. But no, Papyrus catches him. Moved out the way of that one. Turned him over, but tried to punch him, and I think Waluigi just kind of was not affected by it. Spine buster to him and stopping the tag again. Before he can make the tag to Sans, Waluigi gets him back into the other corner. This is smart from Team Wa. At least it was until Papyrus got that reversal. But Waluigi reversing that Irish whip. Went for the kick, Papyrus turned him around, and that's the perfect time to make the tag into Sans. Sans is in for this one, an alley-oop. Dropped him into a Samoan drop. And, oh! And Sans came right in and got caught with that back elbow. Immediate with a back elbow from Waluigi, and Wario now back into this one. Sending Sans into the corner. Waluigi tried that cheap shot, but Sans, unlike Papyrus, moved right out of the way of it. Sending him to the corner again to try to make the tag, but Wario with the counter. And Sands, he can't lift the big man. As Wario sends him right back to the corner. Countered again, though, by Sands. And a clothesline. Drops him. Big jumping clothesline from Sands. And sends him into the corner once again, right in Skelebros territory. Tag made into Papyrus. And Sands... what? Man did a little shimmy. Did a little shimmy with it, and then Papyrus dropped on him. His whole skeleton weight. Which I don't know how much weight that is. But he dropped on the back of Wario. Wario there flexing. I think looked at the audience. It was like, who said that? Oh, Papyrus. I think used adrenaline rush right there, but Waluigi got him and sent him back into the ring. And now Wario with him there, tried to go for the signature, but Papyrus stopped that from happening. And the tag's made to Sands. Double team offense again from these two, and a double super kick with the slippers. Well, I don't know why Sands wears slippers, actually. I haven't even really figured that out. But I'm not going to question it. It is Sands after all. Catches Wario now, puts him into the corner again, but countered by the big man, and turned the big man down to a DDT. Busted Sands open again. I don't know how a skeleton bleeds. But Wario sure does decide to make a tag into Waluigi. Weaved out the way of that one. But Waluigi still hoisting up the skeleton, spinning him around, trying to make him a little dizzy. And dropped him. Maybe made himself dizzy though. And now could be setting up for that rolling with Wah. That kick right to the side of the head from Waluigi and Papyrus. No! Papyrus, no! My guy! Took out the ref when he broke that up. Oh my gosh. Dude. Papyrus, man. What the frick? Took out the ref in the process. My dude. The referee is down, but Sands making the tag into Papyrus. Oh, hello, Ryan. Welcome in. Bobby, that is Bobby. Yep, Bobby is down. The referee down. Oh, snap. Papyrus could be looking for the most electrifying move in all of the underground. Hit him with that elbow drop. Waluigi kicked out a 1. But Wario actually was brought in as well. Papyrus going up top. And another elbow drop. This time from the top. But Papyrus elbow calling for Waluigi to get himself right back up. Tilt-a-whirl face buster. From the great Papyrus. Calls that the bone buster, and Waluigi kicks right out of that one. But a counter by Papyrus. Elbows to the gut of Waluigi, but takes him down. Kick to the leg, right, a punch right afterwards. Now, a little arm wrench into a Pele kick from the lanky man. But Papyrus, not willing to be outdone, drops him on his back and makes the tag to Sands. Which Sands does have a signature and a finisher at the ready, but Waluigi, he tripped him up. Grabbed his feet and tripped him up. And now punch right to the head. Right to the skull of Sands, and the tag is made to Wario, who has a finisher. He calls himself great, and he's certainly got the skill to prove it. Might just need a little refining, goes Mr. E, and he could be able to do that when he's got Sands with him. But right now, Wario could be signaling for that gold punch. Right from the corner, Sands could be out of this one here, but Papyrus breaks it up again. This time not taking out Bobby, thankfully. Now shots right to the head, the skull of Sans by Wario, and a DDT drops him. And Wario taking the time to celebrate, maybe trying to body block Sans, but he still got to Papyrus and made the tag. He tried to body block Sans from getting Papyrus in. Yeah, Wario is very fresh. But now Papyrus, who still has a little bit of adrenaline left in his system. But that might go away in a second as Wario drops him with that power slam. Has a signature now and went for the clothesline. Papyrus turns that around. Goes into the corner again. Sets up. Went for the tag finish and Wario stopped him. And now setting up the WAAAAAAA punch. And the crowd is going crazy. And Papyrus is stunned. Calling for that gold punch again. Caught on the skull, right on the jaw of Papyrus. Sans came in and Papyrus did not burn resiliency. But I want to keep in mind that Wario has another finisher, and that might have been all part of the plan. Kicks him, but countered. Papyrus countered it. And a clothesline. The wind-up and the pitch from Wario. As Papyrus. Oh no, Papyrus! He went flying, and Wario said, "Nah, I'm gonna get out of your way real quick." But Papyrus locking in a submission on the outside. But Wario right out of it. The greatest spaghetti chef special. But a super kick from Papyrus. Took a risk and yeah, I missed. Count of 7. As Papyrus. Oh no, send it to the LED post. But it looks like it did not break, thankfully. Count of 9. We are at a count of 10 now. Remember, 20 counts here. In the GWE. Imagine if this thing ends by count out. Wario rolls back into the ring. Listen, he might actually be trying to take the count out. Don't break my LEDs. Listen, I don't think they broke it this time. As Papyrus might need to get back in the ring here. Count of 16. And he's back in. In time. Oh no, he got lifted up though. But no, reverse the finisher. Papyrus reversing that finisher, and that was a clutch reversal, because I don't know if he would have had resiliency if he didn't, but the tag is made to Sans, and they're setting up here. They could be signaling for it. That is it, the special attack. Right to Wario, into the cover, and Waluigi is straight in to break it up. But Sans, he's had time to rest. The gold punch is fine, but I think a better name would be the phony punch. It's baseball punch. Fair enough. Actually, that's actually not a bad name for it either. I just called it gold because Wario and gold. You know. Cover there from Wario. Oh, no. Man's trying to put his feet on the ropes, trying to cheat it. But Sans kicking out at 2. Sends it back in the corner, though, and the tag is made to Waluigi. And they're kicking him. They're kicking him in the gut. Kicking him right into the corner. But a counter once again by Sans. Big kick to the gut. Sans setting up for Grillby's pump handle Death Valley driver. And Wario had to come back in to break it up. But I think Waluigi kicked out at the exact same time. But now I want to keep in mind, Sans doesn't have just one finisher built up. He has 2. Big kick to the gut from Sans, another one. And now goes to make the tag into Papyrus. Knows he's taking a little bit of damage, needs to take a little bit of a breather. Or maybe Papyrus just wanted to get in and do some damage himself. Kicks right to the gut, stomping a mud hole. Mud hole? A mud hole. In Waluigi. Tag made again though. You say curious tag, but they tag right back out. Now grabbing the leg of Waluigi and Sans up top, and a splash onto the other leg. Trying to weaken that Rolling with Wah. That big kick from Waluigi could be weakened by that shot to the leg. They had a little bit of a plan, apparently, from that one, but Waluigi missed his move, and that might allow Sans to capitalize with that clothesline. But the tag's made to Wario. I think Sans was going to go tag in Papyrus again, and the finisher's been reversed by Wario. Turns him around. This time the finisher's not reversed. Drops him with a Gaster Blaster. And I want to keep in mind, Waluigi's still on the outside. Nowhere near him, and Wario had to burn resiliency. Waluigi, why'd you get in the ring? He had already kicked out. Might have been a costly error there from Waluigi. He slid into the ring saying, I gotta go break up this pin, not realizing that he already kicked out. Tag made to Papyrus off the ropes, and a splash leg drop combo from the Skelebros. And now Papyrus, he's stalking Wario, set up for the great Papyrus slam. Cover on the Wario. The Skelebros pick up the win. They took him on a trip to the underground, and it sure paid off for these bounty of brothers. That is all she wrote. They fought back though. Wah did have a little bit of a fight in him. But again, it was that costly mistake from Waluigi, which might have just been his own airheadedness. Going, oh, there's a pin going on? I gotta go break this up, save my friend, save my brother. Only to realize Wario had already burned resiliency and kicked out. And then he slid in and was like, oh. Oh no, well I see what's happened here. We might be screwed. And they sure were. Wario, though, hit that phony punch, is what I'll now call it. Man. Harsh today. That phony punch, there we go. Thank you, Poker, for the suggestion. Like it. Congratulations to the Skelebros. Dropped them there. You cut the story right down to the bone. He certainly knew what was going to happen, taking his upside down letter, flipping it over to make an L. He saw him and was like, oh. Well. Yikes. Congratulations to the Skelebros. And it was a pure 50-50 split on the pole. Well done to these two. And hey, couple new wins for these guys. Couple wins in a row for the Skelebros. We could be seeing them maybe going for those tag team championships real soon. Good on them. Congratulations to the Skelebros, but now we must move on. But right now, it is time for our first Elimination Chamber Qualifier. This one for the women. The Ryan Shogun successfully defended her championship in her open challenge, which was answered by both Flair and Rinka. Was successful in defending the title there, and now wants to keep this reign going, prove it can remain in infamy and wants to step inside the Elimination Chamber to do so. She's welcome to any and all challengers. And right now, we're about to see two of those challengers go at it right now. It is Stephanie Vaquer going at it against the former Women's World Champion, Giulia. This could be Giulia's opportunity to get a little rematch with the Ryan Shogun. Or could we see Vaquer enter the chamber? Let's find out as we go ahead and turn up the voltage. Skelebros code in there, not literally. Here comes La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, to kick this thing off. For now, women. Stephanie Vaquer had an opportunity in the Women's Rumble. Started out at number 2 with our resident ace reporter, Leia. Wasn't successful in the Rumble, obviously. But now has another opportunity, this time to compete in the chamber for the championship. Will she land the funny move? Hey. Somebody landed the funny move 4 times in the Rumble. It wasn't Stephanie Vaquer, but somebody did. Will Vaquer get back up to that title scene, or will the former champion get the chance to get himself another rematch? And as Moon said, as someone who's fought both of these women, I can tell there's still unfinished business between them. And yeah, Leia, you did fight them both, because both of them were in the match at the same time as you. They're in the Rumble at the same time. It is the former champion. It is the beautiful madness, Giulia.
And her opponent from Tokyo, Japan, Giulia.
And I want you to keep in mind as well that Ryan Shogun is getting ever so close to Giulia's title reign. Giulia held the women's championship for 48 days, riding currently at 36. I believe by the time we get to the next pay-per-view, I mean, actually, no, it's a guarantee. Unless there's a title match somewhere else beforehand, Ryden's guaranteed to pass Giulia. Giulia, though, could look to end that title reign before it can get any closer. Step into the chamber, win back the title, and become a 2-time women's champion. But to do that, she's going to have to go through an old rival. And someone who we've never seen go one-on-one with her here in the GWE. It's Giulia. It's Stephanie Vaquer. Here we go. Bobby's calling this one. Let's go. As Vaquer and Giulia grappling straight away. Swan. The swipe even. The swipe. That's a new one. The crowd is in favor of the former champion right now. But Vaquer looking to take the early lead in this match. With a little top wrist lock on Giulia. Early doors here, trying to wrench away at the arm of Giulia and sweeps the leg and takes her down. An early advantage right now for Stephanie Vaquer. Could be looking to fly at Giulia. Cross body. Beautiful cross body from Vaquer. Kicking the leg. I thought she was going for it straight away. But a leg drop delivered from Vaquer. Oh my gosh. I thought she was going to go for it again. She set her up. I was like, oh, maybe. Maybe there's a chance. No, didn't go for it yet. Climbs up to the top ropes. Flying in elbow drop from Vaquer. Trying to weaken it early. Goes for the cover on Giulia. Early too. Early 2 count from Vaquer. Yeah, she is being a little tease. Vaquer, what the? she crawling to Giulia, then headbutt after headbutt after headbutt to Giulia. Oh my gosh. Turning Giulia around and now locking in a little arm bar. She was already targeting the arms earlier in the match. And Giulia breaking free though, a little too early for her to tap out. And slaps Vaquer in the face. Which I don't know if that's something you want to do to Stephanie Vaquer, but hey, if there's anybody who might have the confidence to do so, it might be Giulia. She also did rage up as well, and a power bomb to Vaquer. And into the cover. Early 1. Only a 1 count for Vaquer, who kicks right up and sweeps the leg of Giulia. She was going for that finisher, locking in an STF, but Bobby right there. Giulia did stick her hand underneath the bottom ropes, and a rope break was called. Vaquer taking Giulia down with a shoulder tackle off the apron. It is all business for Stephanie Vaquer tonight. She wants to stop Giulia from making it to the chamber, wants to get to the chamber herself, and a drop kick right to her. Oh, went for the signature on the outside, and Giulia got the reversal suplex to Stephanie. Climbs back into the ring. So does Vaquer. Giulia signaling for the end here. Tried to go for that finisher again, but Vaquer picked her up a little too fast. Drops her back first onto the knee. Got the lower back from that one. Only a 1 count though. Tried to step back in, and then hit a clothesline on Giulia. Now could be looking to fly once again. Stephanie Vaquer with a crossbody for a second time. But Giulia popped right up, moved out the way, and there's a kick to the gut, setting up for that Northern Lights bomb. Northern Lights bomb to Vaquer. And Giulia said, you know what? That's not going to be enough. I know that's not going to be enough to put you away. Hits her with a boot and now says, let's see. Let's see what happens after that. Kick out at 2 by Vaquer. Trying to go for a headbutt, instead turned into a kick and now set up for the SVB. SVB from Stephanie Vaquer right to Giulia, and that is resiliency burned on the former champion. It has been all Vaquer early doors and throughout this match. Backing it up. Signaling to try to put Giulia away, but gets out of the corner before she could, but rolls through anyways. DDT. From Vaquer, send to the corner again. This time, backs it up and not taking any time. Set up. Oh, sheesh, dragon screw. Right to her there. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I think she's setting up for it. Oh, yeah, man. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, man. There it is. And now climbs up top. Looks for the end. That corkscrew moonsault. Caught her flush with it. Cover on Giulia, and Stephanie Vaquer is going to the chamber. A dominant performance from Stephanie Vaquer and locks Giulia out of a chance to become two-time champ. Stephanie Vaquer. Giulia did in fact die. Giulia has not had a good time since losing the championship to the Riding Shogun. It's not been great for the Beautiful Madness. Tried to do what she could, hit that Northern Lights bomb on Vaquer, but instead of going for the cover, said, I'm not done with you just yet, and that might have proven costly. Kicked out there, and got the headbutt set up, but Vaquer turned that around right into an SVB. Caught her with it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Giulia was fully prepared for what Stephanie Vaquer had in store tonight. Giulia, yeah, Leia, you are right. Giulia was the first out in the Rumble as well. Has not had a good time at all. One of the first out in the Battle Royal before Chain Reaction. First out in the Rumble. And then takes a loss here tonight to Vaquer. Not been looking good for Giulia.
Here is your winner.
But nonetheless, congratulations to Stephanie Vaquer. You are on to the chamber. 55% of you on Vaquer, 45% on Giulia. Congratulations, Stephanie Vaquer. Kind of a fun fight, but a very early doors fight. As Giulia got rocked. So, we move on from it. Giulia's gonna need to change if she wants to get back up top indeed. It's been a weird time for Giulia. Congrats, Stephanie Vaquer. Get Giulia on her losing arc. Alright, coming up next. Kara wanted to fight a ghost. So, Kara gets the ghost. Or whatever it is. What song is this? This is the song of Jinx and Vi, the Firelights from Arcane. I don't know what it's called. Giulia has like one win. Giulia has... As I go and look at that real quick. Giulia... She has 2 wins. Yeah, 2 wins. Giulia is now 2 and 4. And let's go ahead while I'm here. Add it. Edit that. That bam. Yeah, I don't remember what song this is, Hippo. But we're getting into it. Kara versus Ryan. 1-on-1. Kara wanted to fight Ryan tonight. And he gets it. Okay, hold on a second. So, I might need a little assistance here. Cause, just got a message from Bobby saying that, all the referees are dealing with something right now. I don't know what they're dealing with. He hasn't given me any details, but Bobby had to run backstage. Had to go deal with some... I think... We still gotta have this match, but, I don't know what's gonna happen with them. Hopefully everything's fine. I don't know what it is. But we do need somebody to ref this match. That's kind of a thing we need, because Kara and Ryan can't just go unsanctioned here with no referee. So, we gon' need we gon' need something here. Okay. Well, let's just get into it. Hopefully that's helpful. Estelle can assist if you want. Oh, okay. Sure, Estelle, you can go ahead and you can go in and assist on that. Yeah. Estelle, I'm sure that's not you. Estelle, I'm sure that...
The following contest is a
Dang it, you with the selfie stick. How'd you get there so fast?
Please welcome the special referee for this match, Katsuyori Torres.
Dang it, you. How'd you get there so fast? Estelle was ready to go. What you... Alright, Kaz. Alright. Man brought the selfie stick with him and everything. I guess they announced him as the special guest referee. So, sorry, Estelle. I guess that's done. I haven't left my chat area yet. That was quick. Yeah, that took like 5 seconds. I appreciate y'all being willing to help, but Kaz, did you... How? How did Kaz even get back there that quickly? He got back there. Was he just sitting in Gorilla the whole time, ready to go? Okay. Alright, Kaz, I see you. Put the selfie stick down. So, I guess now Kaz is our special guest referee for this matchup between Kara and Ryan. Bro is moving like Sonic. The model himself is here to referee this match. That's his friend. They were chilling back there. Oh. Oh, okay. He's gonna call this fair, right, Chaos? Kaz is he's gonna call this fair, right? I know it's his friend and all, but like he's gonna call this fair, right? Please? Oh well. Anyways, Kara. Been a little bit since we've seen you. But wanted to fight the ghost, so Kara gets that chance. Probably? Okay, good. Hopefully he does. Though knowing Kaz, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's a wild one. Kara, best of luck to you. This match is now under Kazuki's jurisdiction, and let's see what the jury rules. Could it rule in the favor of Kara tonight? As Kara looks to dispose of Ryan, the funeral director, now having to deal with something they might be specialized in. With a little paranormal activity. So Kara may have an advantage, huh? Guess we'll have to find out for ourselves, goes Ryan. Okay. Get yourself back. Get yourself to go grow on this. Come on. I don't know what to do. Get yourself back. You got your match. Come on. Good luck to Kara for this one. The Kaz is just, he's staring. Man is not taking his gaze off of Kara. He is staring at him. Jeez. Creepy. Kaz, like, you didn't even blink. Just stared at him. Though I talk about creepy. And yet, this is probably creepier.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 208 pounds,
Ryan is here. Through the smoke and all, he has arrived. This still terrifies me. Terrifies me every single time. Gay, ghost, and ghost. What the frick? What are you talking about, David? I don't know what you're saying. Ryan, still as terrifying as ever, lasted until the final four in the Rumble. He was a part of that final four, coming out at number 28. good showing for himself, but was eventually tossed out by Splendid, who came in at number 30. Ryan might be looking to take out some of his anger and a bit of his frustration out on Kara tonight. Yeah, the entrance so long that the song legitimately ends before he wraps it up. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The song literally just ends, and now there's nothing. So now I just have to, like, talk until the song goes back on when it just randomly decides to do it. I never know when it comes back on. It just shows back up again. And he's doing the little thing in the dark. Yeah, Ryan's not one to be underestimated. Goes Modest. Modest, you'd know. You'd faced off against Ryan before. He's a dangerous threat. Don't let the jacket and the creepy ways he's walking fool you. He's a dangerous competitor in this ring. And he shows it every single time. It's just creepy. I love it. I don't know why you should... There it is. There it is. Actually, I'm not actually surprised you love it, Chaos. This just exudes you. It makes sense. But it's now time to get in to this matchup. Kazuki Toshiyuki calling this one. It's a special guest referee match. It is Ryan and it is Kara. 1-on-1. And I'm not sure what Kaz's jurisdiction is going to be. I'm not sure if he's going to go the full 20 counts in this one. He might just do 10. I don't know what he's going to do. But regardless, the match is underway. And we can take a look as well. See, there's a little bar that y'all can see in the top left corner. That shows how good or bad Kaz is doing at his job. But Ryan with a cheap shot from that chain wrestling. That'll show how good or bad Kaz does in this fight. Goes in the cover. Very quick pin response there. And kick out at 2 by Ryan. Perfect pin count from Kaz. Headbutt from Kara. Back and forth these two go. Somebody's birthday in the audience. Whoever that is, happy birthday to you. Chaos getting all the things she loves in this match. Absolutely, Estelle. As Ryan now taking it to Kara, putting him on the ropes. And Ryan sending Kara to the outside. We don't normally see this all that often. Ryan slides in with a drop kick. Taking Kara down, but Kara right back up and takes him down with a back elbow. Stomping on the gut. Happy birthday, random crowd member. Your cake is getting digitized to your seat as we speak. Love to see it, Moon. Love to see it. I didn't know you had all that power, but you know what? Honestly, I kind of figured since you were able to fix the LED lights. Ryan's just standing there. And now gets back into the ring at the count of 5. Oh, wait a minute. Kara tried to get at Ryan and kind of got in Kaz's way there. Had to push him back, and now back into some chain wrestling. Breaks it up. And another cheap shot from Ryan. Right hands to Kara and an uppercut. Now they do manage the LEDs. You are right there. Right into the cover. Kaz is there. Kick out at 2. Another perfect pin. Another perfect pin count from Kaz. He's playing this fairly. You know, I gotta give him credit. He's playing this fairly, but Ryan not doing as much. Hits that drop kick and goes straight back into the cover, saying, come on. Kind of a little faster here, but kick out at 2 again by Kara. All sorts of cheap shots, just some dirty play, or maybe he could be afraid. Maybe. Could be any of those things. Might just be, we know Ryan's not really one to be scared. He's just more about them cheap tactics more than anything. It's the wonder of having digital powers. Can create anything I want. You know, fair enough. Aggression and separation. Seems Kara is gauging the aggression of Lissa. Early doors as turned around and locked down in the accolade submission. Vaquer right out of it. Right out of that submission there. Sending off the ropes. Oh, and into Kaz. Sent off and into Kaz and got caught with the soundproof chop. And Kara had to burn resiliency early. This is early doors domination from Ryan. Kara has not gotten much of a lick of offense in. And an elbow. Oh, sheesh. He got the elbow drop and his legs kind of stuck down and hit the freaking apron. Dang, Ryan. Kind of contorted his legs. Kaz trying to make sure the Kara can get back in the ring. Ryan just waiting. Slides back into the ring and an okay ring out count from Kaz. Off the ropes, Ryan runs in and an uppercut. Straight to Kara. And now goes to the outside. Could be signaling for that drop kick again for a second time. But this time, Kara's out of the way. Almost has a, actually does have a signature built up. Could be looking for the final burial. That last ride to Ryan. Kaz right in position. Kaz. Yo, can we get the camera out of Kaz's butt, please? Can we get that off of him? And now Kara, locking in the Spirit Gate. That Hell's Gate submission applied to Ryan. But he's out of it without burning resiliency. Currently, it's all aggression right now from Ryan. Got out of the Spirit Gate. Off the ropes, German suplex from Kara. Oh, but he stood back up. Ryan just said, nah, that does nothing to me. That German suplex, pathetic. But Kara, not one to take that disrespect. But Ryan, couple elbows to the midsection. Big boot avoided. Kara rolled out the way and caught him with a knee. Out of the way again. Big knee again from Kara. And now here's the thing. Ryan has a finisher built up. Kara close to building up a finisher. And a shoulder tackle takes Ryan down. And now is where we see about Kaz's count. Ryan slowly getting back up. Yeah, no sell indeed. As Ryan walking the ring. Kaz wanting him back in. Kara saying, let's go, bring it on. As Ryan steps back in the ring and Kara's right there with a clothesline. Goes right into the cover. Hit that clothesline right to the back of the head of Ryan. Straight into the cover here. Kick out at 2. No resiliency burn there. Another perfect pin count from Kaz. And now both of them have a finisher. Kara could be signaling for the end here. Sets up, looking for that dearly beloved tombstone pile driver. Ryan's busted open off of it. Into the cover, sticking the tongue out, and Ryan burns resiliency. Resiliency burned on Ryan, and a huge little maneuver there, and could just actually be done here for Ryan, but no. Kicked out at 2 once again, and Kara, I thought was going for the Spirit Gate again, but no, turns it into another submission, grabbing at the arm of Ryan, gets out of it. Anybody's match. Turned around, Kara, kick to the gut, could be looking for that final burial once again. Lands it flush. And now with Ryan stunned, could be looking to end it. Sets up, last rites. Down goes Ryan. Right into positions, Kaz. Cover, Kara pins Ryan. Dropped him on his head. That did it. Kara puts down the ghost. A great back and forth matchup between these two. A drop kick there from Ryan. Ryan started out on the offense. Kara was not getting anything out the blocks real quick. Yeah, put down the ghost after getting mauled for quite a while. Sent into Kaz, but then hit that chop. That burned Kara's resiliency early. And it looked like Ryan was going to run through with this one. But Kara found it within himself to fight back. You can keep a funeral director down, but you can't keep him down for long. Because he'll keep getting up and he'll keep fighting. And this was the setup that he needed. Picked up Ryan, delivered that dearly beloved, busted him open, would burn resiliency, and after that the final burial again would hit the last right, spun around, dropped him on his head, and Kara would pick up the win.
Here is your winner,
Congratulations to Kara on the win. Ryan still scares me though, I'm not gonna lie. 55% of you on Ryan, 45 on Kara. And look at that. Perfect referee rating from Kaz. I doubted him. I doubted him there. But he did. Congratulations to Kara, we move on. Now I gotta see, are the referees ready to go again? Okay, good. There was just a leak in the There was a leak in the bathroom. And you didn't get the janitors to do that. You know what? Maybe the janitors weren't in today or something. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna worry about it. But right now, it's time for some tag team action. The world champion teaming up with David. It's the Gaelics taking on Skull and somebody that he's got. But I don't know who. No janitor? I guess no janitor. No janitor today. But they are back. They're ready to go now for this tag team match. It is David against Skull and whoever he's teaming up with. 2-on-2. How many refs does it take to fix a bathroom issue? All of them. Apparently all of them, yeah. Well, bathroom problem fixed. And tag team match ready to go. Let's turn up the voltage for it. The Gaelics against whoever Skull has with him, along with himself. And coming out first, it is the world champ, Warlen.
The following contest
is here.
team match set for one fall.
Yeah, very random.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing in at 250 pounds, the global
Oh, they sent me a picture.
heavyweight
Ugh.
champion, the Viking, Warlen.
Oh, it's disgusting in there. Oh, gosh. Oh, I figured it out, y'all. They gave me the content. Wario got in there. Wario got into the bathroom, that's why. Okay, maybe nobody go to the bathroom for a little while. I think that might be the reason why. I think Wario got in there. Oh no. That explains a lot. Out first though, it's the world champion Jay Warlen. I'm sorry, Jay, I've been talking about bathrooms this whole time. We gotta talk about the fact that Jay was able to successfully defend his championship at Chain Reaction against the man who he beat for it, Cassius Bright. 2-0 in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Jay has his number. But now tonight, he's got an issue to squabble. To squabble? He got an issue to solve and beef to squash. And he's got a good old partner to help him with it. It's the Gaelic Brethren. It's David.
And his partner from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 200.
Those from Atlanta, Georgia.
David Goodmanson.
David Gunther, a man who has earned Jay's respect, and Jay has earned his through battles, and now they team up tonight. They both had a little bit of a problem with Skull interrupting their match, and they look to solve that tonight, where they team up to take on Skull and whoever has joined up with him. The champ, and who knows, maybe a man who could seek to go after that title in not Jay, that's the champion, in David. They team up tonight. Let's see if they get it done, or if Skull and his mystery partner can take them down. And coming out first, seems like it's his mystery partner. Whoever that may be. Oh! Well then! Huh! Is that Demand? Demand! From Persona 3, a friend of the Intercontinental Champion Akihiko Sanada, it's Junpei Iori. A Persona user in his own right, another member of C's, and one of Akihiko's closest friends. As Poka says, because somebody else called him that, Stupe Ace Defective, it is Junpei Iori, the man. And he's fired up. Look at him, he's got the crowd on him. And they're yeeting. They're yeeting, y'all. Why are they yeeting? Junpei, I see you. Yeah, he does match Skull's energy. Also, thank you, Lissa. I got the answers I was looking for. Yeet. they are yeeting along with Junpei Iori. I don't know why, though. Well, Junpei's here. And he's teaming up with Skull tonight. I didn't give him his theme. Crud.
From Japan, weighing in at 200.
If at all. I don't think those Gaelics are losing all that badly, if at all. Very interesting. Yeah, that wasn't who I expected. No, it wasn't who I was expecting either. Demand. Junpei Iori here. Yeah, I forgot to mess with Skull. I just downloaded him like 10 minutes ago. Or just before the... Why did I say 10 minutes ago? This was like an hour ago. An hour and a half ago before the stream. Yeah, Junpei. Junpei Iori from C's is the man Skull's teaming up with. I guess it makes sense, though. They are very similar. They're both hotheads. They're both, bro-type individuals. Ryuji, a bro to Joker. Junpei, a bro to the main character of Persona 3. I guess it makes sense. I don't know why Skull's entrance is gray. Maybe they just cut out the lights. Maybe Skull wanted them to cut out the lights or something. I don't know. But there he is. Ryuji Sakamoto. Skull has arrived. Teaming up with Junpei tonight against David and the world champion Jay. Hey, imagine if Skull or Junpei pin the champ. Well, Jay's starting this thing off against Junpei. If they pin the champion, I don't know, could very well see an opportunity in the future for them. But Jay, early doors with that roll up, a Bobby straight there, fresh off the bathroom troubles, calling that rope break. And Jay with a little DDT. There's that combo we know him to do all so well. Counter there by Junpei. Iori sending Jay into the corner. Went for that forearm, but got none of it. Clothesline sent him down. And Demand is in a bit of trouble as Jay hoists him up. I don't know why he still got that hat on. And I'm not sure how it hasn't flown off his head. But right now, Jay is taking it to the newcomer, Junpei. You really like them, huh? Yeah, yes, yeah, Leia. Dusk is a very big Phantom Thief fan. Also, Skull, why'd you come in like that quickly, man? Dude, the match just started. Oh man. And Jay, we know what he likes to do here. There's one power bomb. And if he hits you with one, he's going to hit you with a second. And let me tell you, if he hits you with a second, he actually isn't going to try to hit you with a third. Off the ropes. He got the knee in his face. I thought he was going for a meteor. Instead, just hit the knees in the face of Junpei. And now locking in an ankle lock. Swimming to grab those ropes. And force the break. But now Jay is going for that third power bomb. And now going for a fourth power bomb to Junpei. That's 4 now. To him. Into the cover. 4 power bombs in a row. There's the kicks, the punches from Jay and a knee. Now tagging in David. Junpei trying to get the tag to Skull, but David stopped him from doing so. And tried to run at him with Junpei with some kicks and a spinning heel kick. Right to David and into the quick cover here. Kick out of 1. Yeah, Jay's 4 power bombs delivered to Demand. Junpei Iori. And Junpei might need to consider making that tag into Skull. And you know what? Speaking into existence, and looks like he's doing just that. Makes the tag into Skull. Big punches from Ryuji, but a counter by David. Turns him around. The Blonde's going at it right now. I just realized that. As a drop kick to the back lance. I also might be, there are thieves. They did jump people backstage. Yeah, Joker and Akechi did jump people backstage. That did happen. Dropping Skull, though, with a spine buster. I know Skull isn't one to jump people backstage, but Joker and Akechi, they sure did. Tag made. Back into the champion. These two know each other quite well. Skull had an opportunity to challenge for the World Championship. Was unsuccessful in doing so. And Jay, looking to show why that's the case, sets the kick to him and hits that torn to shreds axe kick. And now Junpei has to come in and break that one up. And it's all in favor of the champ. And goes to the corner, but Junpei right there to get a little shot in on Jay before he could set up for what I believe was going to be that war path. Randy's going to be busy, so I'm doing some solo stuff. Oh, how about that? All right. Oh, Randy going on a little break. He was the runner-up in the Rumble. So I see the point. Fair enough. And David tagged in, but so is Junpei, and he rages up. But David catches him with a suplex. Suplex to Junpei, now standing, just puts 1 foot over his chest, and Junpei has to kick out at 2. David, big enziguri to the side of the head, and now could be making the tag to Jay Warlen, but Junpei right back up, turns him around, and a Russian leg sweep from Junpei. Demand. Looking to do some damage to Jay Warlen. Swept the leg from underneath him. But Jay not going to go down that easily. Sends him off the ropes. You don't want to be there against Jay. Went for the warpath, and Junpei pushed him out the way. Pushed him right out the way of that one. And now grabbing the arm of the champion. Kicks him in the gut. Yeah, they do have no body damage. Well, now Jay does have a little bit of body damage, and Junpei, you know, he has a lot of body damage. And now Jay sends him head first into the turnbuckle. Now he gets a head damage. Jay sending Junpei into the corner, but no tag made, actually. as Junpei right there, super kick. Grab the arm and hit him with it. Big kicks from Iori, big knee to the face as well. And now, tried to go up top. And David was able to get the tag in before he could. David going at him now, but Junpei with a couple kicks takes him down, has a signature built up. Tried to go for the super kick, and David caught that kick. But Junpei, nice little athleticism, and David, he's got adrenaline in his soul now. He's got that adrenaline in his system. But Junpei with 2 finishers and a signature at the ready. But I also want to keep in mind, David also has a finisher, big boot to Junpei. Now, Skull wants that tag, but David's right there, so Junpei can't get it, and now he does. Skull in this match. David kicked him, dropped him down, looking for that lock and key. Yo, wait a second. Buddy! 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 My guy! I think David's whole body kind of covered up the fact that his leg was just stood in the ropes. His whole body stopped Bobby from seeing the rope break. He's like, you know what? I know you guys aren't good with covering rope breaks. I know you'll learn from it. So now I'm gonna make sure you can't see it at all. He just didn't see it. Yeah, he literally just couldn't see it. I don't think that's a case of a rookie referee. I think David just tried to play it smart. Tried to cover up his whole body so that Bobby wasn't able to look around and see the fact that his foot was on those ropes. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. David, this time, though, locks in that lock and key right in the center of the ring, and Junpei has to come in to break that one up. That time, there's no rope break to call. Tag made into Jay. And now goes to the corner. I thought he was looking for that warpath, but instead looking to set up for a knee strike. Right to the mask of Skull. Goes into the cover off of it. And actually that burns resiliency on Skull. And a senton delivered from Jay there. Skull got back up, but Jay not having it. Big cutter. And now, setting him up, looking for that war-torn stretch submission in on Skull. Hasn't done a whole lot of damage to his legs, and he realized that, and Skull got out of it. Headbutt from Jay, and now could be signaling for the end of Skull setup. Greatest weapon. And into the cover on that one, and that is Skull put away. The Gaelics get the job done. Congratulations to them. A big win for the world champ and for David, and they pin Skull once again. But you know what? I gotta say, Skull didn't exactly pick up a good win. Like, he didn't exactly have a good fight. But Junpei? Honestly, he wasn't too bad tonight. He was not too bad tonight. I gotta give him the credit. I gotta give him the credit where credit's due. Junpei knew what he was doing. Did what he could. But at the end of the day, you're going up against the world champ. And it's not easy to stop the world champion. So he got it done tonight. Congratulations to the Gaelics.
Here are your winners, the Vikings.
Beating the chest. Some more momentum for Jay, and you might need it when he potentially has to fight Deku. Big win for those two tonight. What a job well done for him. And David giving him the ring. Jay just celebrating with his championship. Wait, pie? Pie! What the? Pie! Stop, Jay! What the heck is he doing here? Oh no, he's got the title! Cracked him over the head with the title. Pie, what was that for? Pie! Pie, there was no need for that. The champ's got someone else eyeing up the gold. What the crud, Pie? Champ's got challenges from all sides. Yeah, he's got Deku waiting for him. And I guess Pie, too. My gosh. The Ringmaster. Right there with that one. Wow. 56% on Skull and Junpei. 44% on the Galix. The Galix picked up the win. Big win for them. We gotta move on though. We gotta move on from that one, man. I got nothing on that. I forgot to click the thumbnail. Shoot. I forgot to click the thumbnail. Whoopsies. I was rattled by Pie just showing up. I forgot to click the thumbnail. I was like, whoops. Well, a lot of questions. Oh, 2K audio. Well, told ya, don't mess with the Galix. Yeah, David left him to go celebrate, and then Pie just showed up. The Ringmaster made an appearance. I know y'all have been like interacting with this Ringmaster, this Pie, but I don't know what in the world that all was about. Why Jay? We're gonna have to get some answers from Pie on that one. But right now, we gotta move on from that. It's a Fatal 5-way match right now. As we said, it's a known Fatal 5-way. It is a known Fatal 5-way though, so no spoilers there. It is a Fatal 5-way matchup. It is Ember, Moon. It is Merrin. It is Panette. It is Clover. And it is Erza Scarlet in a Fatal 5-way tonight. 4 of the competitors competed in the Rumble. Panette, Clover, Ember, and Erza. Is this one fall? Yes, this is in fact one fall. It's a Fatal 5-way, one fall, no eliminations, just a regular old match between these 5. These 4, the 4 who competed in the Rumble, they wanted to prove themselves even more. And then Merrin just wanted to fight because Panette was in this match. That's literally the only reason. Merrin was like, you know what, I want in. Why? Panette's in it. Alright, sure. Sure, Merrin, why not? That is left to be seen though. Because now, it's time to get into this matchup. Who will we see be the woman to get the win over the other 4? One person can get the win tonight. Let's find out as we turn up the voltage for this Fatal 5-way. Fatal 5-way action. And coming out first, somebody who made their debut in the Rumble, the War Goddess, Ember Moon.
The following contest is a Fatal 5-way match. Making her way to the ring from Houston, Texas,
Ember sparks the fire and it frees the flame. That is what Ember Moon is all about. Didn't quite get the performance that she wanted at the Rumble at Chain Reaction. And yeah, somebody who has dominated the Ring of Honor women's title scene has held that Ring of Honor Women's Championship for over 1,000 days. Known as Athena there, here, back to Ember Moon. Sparking the embers of battle tonight is what she looks to do. But she's got some tough opponents if she wants to do just that, because Ember Moon looks to make a statement. But coming out next, somebody who almost was able to win the Rumble coming out at 29, it's Clover Fields. Clover Field, one of the final 3 in the women's Rumble match. It came down to herself, El Condor, Pasa, and the winner, who came back at number 30, Hatsune Miku. Miku would go on to win that Rumble, but Clover put on a pretty strong performance for herself. Got people talking. Heard a lot about Ember. She's good. She is very good indeed. But I know Clover is going to want to try to prove herself, try to be as good, if not better. She needs to be better than everyone in this match in order to get the win. Somebody who we know can put on a show, can perform at her best. It's Merrin. Merrin. We haven't seen her in a little while. Wasn't able to participate in the Rumble. Wasn't at Chain Reaction. You know that's got to do a little bit of damage to her. You know that's got to affect the psyche of Merrin. Wasn't able to compete at a big event like Chain Reaction. Makes you want to step up your game even more. Merrin looks to do just that. If she can do that, hey, listen, she might get a chance at a championship opportunity. Tried to compete in the Ironheart Championship Tournament. Got past the first round by putting away, sadly, everyone's favorite superstar, Mona Magistus. Yes, I'm still going on with that bit. Thank you, Avi. But was able to put away Mona, but fell short to Melina in round 2. Now Merrin, not having to worry about a tournament, just looks to get back to what she does best, and that is competing in the GWE. Good luck to her. Let's see what she can do. And from Merrin to her old friend, somebody who's taking a little bit more of a darker turn for herself, Panette. Panette, somebody else who's got a lot to prove. Arrived here in the GWE the same time as Merrin. They've stayed apart the whole time. Panette taking a different road, but that road hasn't really led her to success here. Tried to make it through the Ironheart Championship Tournament as well. Fell short in round 1 to Katana. Then competed in the Rumble, came in at number 24, but didn't have the performance that she wanted to have. I believe was part of the final 8, but didn't go much further than that. Panette looks to rectify that in this fatal 5-way tonight. Ember Moon with Clover, with Merrin, and of course with this woman, the warrior who just continues to show up and show out. The originator of the Open Challenge here in the GWE, it's Erza Scarlet. Somebody go get Hippo. Erza Scarlet has arrived again. Somebody who I believe has competed the most out of any competitor here in the GWE. Mostly in part to her open challenge, where she ended on a perfect 3-3 record. Well, not perfect 3-3 record, an even 3-3 record. 3 wins, 3 losses in that open challenge. Had the opportunity in the Battle Royal to get a spot between 20 and 29. She got what would be potentially lucky number 27. Wasn't able to win the Rumble, though. Another person who was close to winning but wasn't successful. Erza looks to put that behind her tonight. Only one woman can walk out with a victory here tonight. Who will be that woman? And yeah, maybe they could earn something from this. We already know that Samus has earned an opportunity, a reward for herself, in the Chain Together Gauntlet match at Chain Reaction. Maybe somebody else can earn something here. It's Ember trying to go for a quick roll-up on Panette, but Clover was right there. As Merrin dropping Clover with a Russian-like sweep. And what the heck was that? Yo, Erza and Panette both went up the ropes at the same time, hit a dropkick on Ember Moon at the same time. It was like 4 feet in your face. That wasn't just 2, it was 4 feet in your face. Goodness me. But Panette now sending Ember to the corner as Merrin with the next snap to Erza. Then tried to go after Clover, but Clover out the way, turned that into a double stomp. Yeah, Samus and Kaito are gonna have to we're gonna have to figure out what in the world the reward's gonna be for those two. And a lariat there. And Ember returned the favor. DDT to Erza, and her feet caught Merrin, took her down as well. And Panette looking to be the first one to grab a weapon, and does grab a steel chair. Better hope Moon doesn't remember that. I think she remembered that because she took out 2 people at the same time. And Panette now with a steel chair shot to Ember. Now it's all spilled to the outside. Super kick from Clover. Right to Panette. Yo, can we get the camera out of the spotlights? Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh goodness, Ember flew! Taken to the skies and taken down Merrin, and Erza slapping her behind. Alright, thanks Erza. Appreciate that. We don't need that. Merrin grabbing the chair, but Clover kicking it away, and a super kick right to the jaw. Not gonna lie, I keep seeing Moon, I keep thinking, I'm not matching. Yeah, you know, yeah, I didn't think about that. I don't know if it's an incompetent camera person more as they're trying to get all the action. I don't know. You know what? I ain't gonna question it. As Erza sending Ember into the steps. Drones. Yeah, drones. They ain't even camera people. The drones. The drones trying to do their thing, and it's not really working. We should probably get camera people on this. Look. Y'all, I just saw it on the outside. Panette with brass knuckles to the face of Clover, and the concussion clause to Ember Moon. And Merrin completely and utterly missed that splash. Completely and utterly missed it. Picked up though is Erza, dropped onto the shoulders, and Panette with that Wyvern sleeper locked in is broken up by Merrin. Only one fall to a finish here as Ember with that lunar combo, but Erza tried to pin Clover but was broken up. Sent into the corner. Could be setting up for something, but Erza got the counter there. Knee to the gut, followed up by an axe kick. As Panette now grabbing a kendo stick and whacked it over the head of Erza. And Clover with a knee to Merrin. Clover on Merrin, but kicked out immediately. And now Panette right there to stop Clover, German suplex. Goes in the cover as well on Clover. Shoulders down, kick out at 2. By Clover. I remember took the brass knuckles earlier from Panette. Still probably feeling a little dazed from that. As Clover tried to pick up Ember Moon, but couldn't. As Merrin hit that SOS That WSO, that Wolf Knight onslaught to Erza. And now takes down Panette. And now Merrin. Oh, Merrin got Erza in the center of the ring with no one else there. Coolest kick in town. Into the cover on Erza. Panette might not be able to make it in time and doesn't. Erza's got a burn resiliency. Resiliency burned on Erza Scarlet as Panette now flies in. Drop kick to Merrin. You gotta think now Erza might just be a target, but might just say, nah, I ain't no target. Scarlet Storm to Panette, and it's broken up by Ember Moon. And no. Chop block right to the knee. We know Ember Moon has had knee problems in the past. Now Erza taking it to Clover. DDT. Clover's busted open from it. Panette went for that Wyvern sleeper, but that got reversed. Erza right there. Now it's a triple threat in the center of the ring, and Ember with a standing stunner. Standing stunner from Ember Moon, and a back fist from Erza Scarlet. Not going for the pin, though, on Panette after all that. Knowing that Ember still in the ring, could still break it up. Erza picks up and slams Panette down. And Clover, I think, set up the announcer's table. Oh, goodness, Ember! Tossed the sledgehammer at Erza, and that caused her to fall off of the top ropes down to the floor below. And Panette, DDT onto the apron. DDT onto the apron there. Merrin flies in double axe handle. Be even bigger if the winner pins Erza. Oh, it'd be a big win if somebody could pin Erza. And right now she could be the target. The flying hammer. The flying hammer's back, but right now there's a broken kendo stick, and there's the Heaven's Wheel to Panette on the outside as Ember Moon tried to go for an enziguri. Merrin gets the coolest kick in town, but barely, and that allowed Ember Moon to stay standing. Stays standing from that coolest kick in town, and Clover with that Clover cutter. Goes into the cover on Merrin, but Ember Moon's back up and breaks it up. And now Clover kicking a shot to the throat. And a boot! There's the boot to Panette. Into the cover on Panette, but Erza broke it up, but also took out Bobby at the same time. My boy, no. Double foot stomp from Clover. And completely missed that leg drop. Also, I want to keep in mind, Erza has 2 finishes. The referee's down again. Take a shot. Don't actually do that. Every single time the referee's down, get some water. I don't know. And there's that Nightfall. That GTS and the German suplex from Erza to Panette. And there's that stunner. The move theft from Clover. Panette gets caught with a Nightfall again, second time in a row. Into the cover, but there's no referee. But now the referee's back up. And Merrin broke it up. Onto the chair, no less, as well, yeah. Landed on the chair with that one. As Ember now flies in, tried to go for really a springboard stunner, but couldn't quite land it. I think Merrin also used Adrenaline Rush as well. And a Russian leg sweep to Merrin as Ember Moon now gets right back up. And now everybody back up as they're all going at one another. Erza taking to Clover. Panette and Merrin now going at it. Merrin into the corner. And now a couple shots to Panette in the corner. And an uppercut right after. Shots now to Clover from Ember Moon. And a forearm right to the face. Merrin the drop kick. And this is the point here. If Merrin could pin Ember right here, it could be all over the Wolf Knight assault. But everybody's still back up. That's the key. You gotta be watching out for everyone in this matchup. You can't just go for a pin willy-nilly. You gotta imagine somebody could be there to break it up at any point in time. Clover with the steel chair shot to Panette, and Merrin with the coolest kick in town. And now everyone is stunned except for Clover and Merrin. Pele kick to the arm. Clover could look to take advantage of that right now. Sets up. No. Caught by Ember. Picked up Fisherman suplex as Merrin drops Erza. Merrin and Ember, the only ones now in the ring. Drop kick to Ember Moon into the cover. Everyone's a little groggy, and Ember Moon had to burn resiliency. Resiliency has been burned, and a dragon suplex from Panette. Right to Merrin. Trying to go for the Wyvern Sleeper, didn't land that. Coolest kick in town. To Panette. Merrin tried to go for the cover, and Ember was there to break it up. Right to the back. And Ember now has the ring to herself. Besides now Merrin and Panette getting back up. Clover and Erza still doing battle on the other side. And Panette looking for that concussion clause. But before going for the pin, Clover's back right there to break it up. Looking for that axe kick. But there's Erza right there. And now Erza has a prime opportunity. But now having to deal with Merrin. Broke that adrenaline rush bar, and now everybody's starting to get back up to their feet. Merrin and Ember are the only one who have burned resiliency so far. And neck breaker to Clover as Ember Moon dropping Panette and could be going up top. Merrin with a sledgehammer to Erza, and Ember Moon could be signaling for the eclipse. No, Panette stood up and landed that clothesline. Didn't go down with it as Erza with the re-quip bomb, but in the ring, the Wyvern Sleeper in on Ember Moon, but Clover's there to break it up at the last possible second. German suplex though from Panette, and Ember Moon rolling to the outside. And a baseball bat shot, no, countered. Rolled out the way, a unique reversal indeed. As Ember drops Panette. Yeah, that's the first time. I have not seen the Eclipse reversed all that much. I knew that was a reversal, but like that. And now Ember dropping Erza. And now everyone's down except for her. Sets up Clover and hits the axe ending. Hits the axe ending on Clover. Stole the finisher, but there's Panette to break it up. Panette breaks up the attempt at the axe ending. Big rolling wheel kick. And everyone down now. Ember and Clover starting to get back to their feet as Merrin and Erza do battle on the outside. Well, they were doing battle on the outside, and now Merrin's climbing up top. Flies in, axe handle straight to Erza. They did steal each other's moves, yeah. They did do that, because I think Clover stole the that standing stunner. And then Ember stole the axe ending. Clover waiting with a baseball bat in the ring, but turned around and Panette's right there. Off the ropes, big shoulder tackle. And now that could signal the end of this match. Cover, but there's Ember Moon to break it up. Both of them have a finisher and they're the only ones standing. But Ember could see an opportunity right now. Tried to go for a finisher on the ground, but Clover able to reverse, sending Ember to Bobby. Big back elbow. Cartwheel landed that back elbow afterwards. All five of them giving their all in this match. Makes you think who could win it. We'll find out. Could be in a matter of moments as a re-quip bomb lands. Erza's got two finishers. Merrin has a finisher and might have two. But Erza now just trying to end this thing, but it's broken up by Merrin. And now a drop kick to Erza. Clover right back up. Panette takes it to Ember Moon on the outside. I think Merrin got busted open by Clover. Clover popped up in a Hurricane Rana, and the concussion clause to Ember Moon on the outside. And now Panette has two finishers. Merrin Almost has two finishers, but Clover with that baseball bat shot. And I want to keep in mind, right now, Clover as a finisher. Panette has no resiliency built up. Dropped on her head. Panette still hasn't built up resiliency, but Merrin is the Merrin? Yo, I don't know what happened. I think Merrin was just 2 days, maybe. I don't know. I got no idea how in the world I can swerve that one. Merrin, what were you doing? Big Clover picked up the win. Welcome in, Pie. How you doing? You might want to take a look at what happened a little earlier, though, in the previous match, Pie. You might need to see what happened earlier. Nobody tell him what happened. Just go back a little earlier and see what happened in the last match before this one. Sure, yeah. Just go to the ending. That's all you need to really see. As Clover with the axe kick right to Panette. Big win for Clover Field tonight. And hit that axe driver right to Panette. And I thought Merrin was going to break this thing up. But I guess decided, nah, I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna. Look at the blood on Clover's face. The blood on Clover's face says it all. 64% of you on Clover and Erza, 18 on Ember Moon, 18 on Merrin, and 0 on Panette. And Panette was the one who was pinned too. Dang. Congratulations to Clover Field. Yeah, she's bloody. And yeah, seriously, I guess Merrin was not feeling like winning today. Congratulations to Clover Field. And we move on
It's a new day.
to
Yes, it is.
what is said to be the co-main event, the precursor to the main event of the evening. Oh, I ate that. There you go. See, now you figured it out. Yeah, you did. You did strike our world champion with the title belt. Have fun working with that. I know you probably will be able to. It'll work well. Either way, we're going to get into this Intercontinental Championship Elimination Chamber Qualifier. Akihiko, he wanted the spot in the Elimination Chamber to be his. He wanted to fight and defend his title inside of the chamber. And he gets that chance. And we get to find some qualifiers to see who in the world he's dealing with. So, Intercontinental Championship Qualifier. What do you mean, oh? What do you mean, oh? What do you mean, excuse? Guys, what's going on? Oh, excuse? What? Hold on. Every time this happens, I always have to go and check the freaking cameras, and something happens on the cam. Oh, something is happening on the cameras. Oh, something is happening on the cameras. Oh, shoot. The frick are the Obsidian Order doing? They're trying to jump Mario. They're trying to jump Mario backstage. Okay. Hold. Splendid, I know you're in the chat. Did you send them after them? Because I know you run these two. I know you work with these two. Did you tell them to go after Mario? Actually, why am I saying that? That's a stupid question. Of course you did. Of course you told them to go after Mario. I plead the fifth. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. I mean, it makes sense. The Obsidian Order made their debut against the Mario Brothers, and they're not too happy about how that match went down. And Guts and this mystery man who's still yet to reveal himself are assaulting Mario backstage. Or at least trying to. And oh gosh, the mystery man went flying. Dropping Mario. Strikes to the head And they're just I don't even know where Luigi is. Is Luigi in the building? Can somebody check? Is Luigi in the building somewhere, y'all? Because I don't know where he is, because Mario's backstage. I hope he is. I think what's interesting, they caught Mario all on his own. No big green stash. Yeah, no Luigi to be found. Mario is all on his own. Where's Guts going? Where's Guts going? Oh, gosh. Oh, my. My other friend will reveal himself soon, but you shall be patient. Oh. That's not foreboding at all. Also, yeah, what's Guts doing? Why did Guts climb up here? We know how dangerous up at the top of the scaffolding can be. And Mario's giving chase to Guts. We know how dangerous up here is. And the other man giving chase as well. Doesn't sound suspicious at all. Yeah, that's not totally not suspicious. That's concerning. Send him into the guardrail. Mario now sent to the guardrail as well. These two are just... I don't know why they're doing it. Like, I kind of see why they're doing this, but I also don't. And why just Mario? Oh no, the guardrail. The guardrail got exposed. I don't know if that's a far drop. I don't think that's a far drop, thankfully. But oh gosh, that would be concerning if Mario's stunned. Mario's stunned. And Guts. Oh no. Mario's teetering. He's teetering. He's teetering. Oh no, he hit him off! He hit him off! And he landed. Oh, thank goodness that was there and not the other part of the guardrail. Because that would have been devastating. We could have had something like what happened to Android 18 a little while ago. And an uppercut to the back of Mario's head from this masked man. Guts, what are you doing? And look at that. I think the mystery man might be signaling for Guts to just deal with Mario right now. Picked him up and dropped him down. Oh, he hit the guardrail. Oh no, he hit the guardrail. Oh my gosh. His entire body. No. Oh my gosh. Yo, that had to be at least 15 feet. That had to be at least 10 feet in the air. Oh my gosh. Yo, Mario. I don't know how he's still moving. That's gotta hurt the spine. Yeah, that's gotta hurt the spine. I don't know how he's still moving. I don't know how on earth he's still moving right now. But he's still trying. He's still trying to fight. DDT to this masked man. Guts, where are you going now? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he tried to give chase. Mario tried to give chase. Now Guts is back up there again. He's back up there again. No. They can't be thinking of doing it again. No, they can't be thinking of trying to do it again. He's climbing back up there. Mario, did you not learn your lesson from just a couple seconds ago? He's climbing back up there. He's determined to try to fight these guys. Knee to the back of Guts. And now the mystery man. Now the mystery man's going back up there. This is exactly what happened the last time. And no, not again. It sets off again. No. I'm getting a sense of deja vu here. Because they're doing the same thing they did just a second ago. Oh my gosh. And now a double team. But Mario's still trying. He's still trying. It's what a hero does. Put everything on the line. But yeah, it is a big detriment for them. And a drop kick to the back. But he's still trying. Mario's still... No. Oh no, he reversed it. No, not again! They sent him off again? They sent him off again? No. Guts with those power bombs. Those multiple power bombs to Mario. Oh my gosh. And that might be it. That gut wrench power bomb is out. They decimated him. They dismantled him. They threw him from nearly 15 feet in the air twice. Don't you laugh at that, Splendid. That's not okay. Don't laugh at that. Oh my gosh. Gonna go look for a one emotion. Yeah, go do that. Holy crap. Somebody get Mario to medical. Somebody get him to medical fast. Please. Somebody. Fantastic. I shouldn't expect any less from you, though. I shouldn't expect any less. You love this. Of course you do. I digress. Yeah, find Luigi. Yeah, get Mario to medical and go find Luigi, please, man. I don't know what in the world's going on. I digress. We gotta move on from that one. We gotta move on from that one. Oh my gosh, man. It was entertaining. It was entertaining! What do you mean it was entertaining? He just got jumped! Who knows where the green one is? I swear, man. It's one thing after another over here with this freaking Obsidian Order every single time. I tell you now. Alright, well, let's get on to what I was actually trying to do before that just happened. It is an Intercontinental Championship Elimination Chamber Qualifier. It is one-on-one, just like we saw with Giulia versus Stephanie Vaquer. This time it's for the gentlemen. It's Johnny Cage one-on-one with Sayakiller. One-on-one in this matchup. Johnny Cage, Sayakiller. You found Luigi? He's trying to use some odd back. Why are you trying to mess with Ryan? Okay. Alright. I mean, Luigi is a ghost hunter. I get it. But, like, you got more pressing things to worry about, Luigi. Oh, man. Alright. Anyways. Oh, neat. I'm losing my net. Well, let's get into it. Johnny Cage, Sayakiller, one-on-one. Who goes into the Elimination Chamber? Let's turn up the voltage and find out. Gosh, I gotta clear my head from that one. Oh my goodness. One-on-one. Here comes the Nutman himself, Johnny Cage. Don't worry, I pointed to the medical Nintendo characters. Yeah, they are very random. Luigi's, especially those two. Luigi and Mario are quite random. Johnny Cage, though, is not random. He ain't random. Johnny Cage is all about doing one thing and one thing only. Actually, two things. It's putting on a show and punching people in the nuts. Or kicking people in the nuts. He's cocky. And he's confident. Can he get into the chamber? He almost won the Rumble, I'm not going to lie. He came out number 29, was in the final 5. Did pretty well for himself, but here's a man who also competed in that Rumble and had a pretty good show in himself. It is Sayakiller.
Weighing in at 244 pounds,
Whoa, 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 whoa. It is Sayakiller tonight. A man who hasn't been on the winning end all too often. In fact, I don't think Sayakiller has actually picked up a win here in the GWE. But he's been given this chance and he's looking to change that. Akihiko said himself that he wants to give the Intercontinental Championship meaning. He wants to give people a chance who haven't yet gotten a chance. This is one of the men he wanted in the qualifier and might want in the chamber. Sayakiller. Hasn't gotten the chance, now wants to get this chance, and has been given this chance to compete, to potentially get into that elimination chamber for the championship. So good luck to him. It's Johnny Cage. It's Sayakiller. One-on-one. Chaos is hoping that you can deal with Johnny Cage, Saya. Good luck to him. As Jade here to call this one. And we're underway. Let's take another sip of water real quick. That's Johnny. He's losing his nets. Kind of ironic to enjoy so much. Just, just like a good old low blow. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just because of Johnny Cage. Maybe it's not even the low blow factor. Maybe it's Johnny Cage specifically. As Saya starting off on the back foot here against Johnny Cage, but trying to turn this one around immediately. And now trying to lock in a Boston Crab. And Johnny right out of it. Saya went for the clothesline, got out of the way of that one. Did Johnny, and now they grappling. Yeah, that is true. That is the thing. Saya putting Johnny on the ropes, clean. Never mind. He busted him open with that. Okay, Johnny. All right, where'd you hit him? All right, cover there. Kick out by Saya. Saya bleeding early off of that little cheap shot from Johnny Cage. He's cocky, but he sure is good. Pushing him back into the corner again. Jade looking to separate these two again. And they do. Clean break this time. And now Saya with some elbows to the back. Seems like Sayakiller might be made of jelly. Could very well be. As Saya goes to the middle ropes. Oh, what a spinning heel kick. Johnny tried to move and still got caught with it. Might have knocked him out there. Cover on Johnny. Kick out of one. Johnny still surviving there. Saya picking him up. And now, look at this. Looking for a little glam slam. No, he just dropped him. Never mind, he just dropped him. Thought he was going for a glam slam, just dropped him instead. And now, look at this. Shots right to the head from Saya. And another one. 2 clubbing blows right to the head of Johnny Cage, but he rolls out of the ring. And so does Saya to meet him. Saya Moxley? I guess so. Johnny Cage trying to send him up there, but Saya caught him. And now it's that elevated flatliner that he calls the psychic bending. Might just try to clean up Johnny Cage all too quickly now. Might be calling for him to get up. Saya set up there. Johnny missed the knee, and Saya took advantage of it. Hits him with that killer reading. Early doors has been all Saya, and Johnny's had to burn resiliency. Resiliency is burned on Johnny Cage. Turns him over, and Saya, he's looking to make the most out of this opportunity. Stomped on the arm. Goes to the middle ropes, and a splash right to Cage. And this has been all Sayakiller. Johnny's not been able to get out of the blocks, but now a right hand to him, and now these two are going back and forth. This might be a good way for Johnny to try to get himself back in this match, or it could be the way that Saya ends it and saying, come on, hit me with it. Right hands, and Johnny keeps getting some chops from Saya. Shots from Johnny, back and forth. These two trading blows, and Johnny with a clothesline. And now goes into the cover on Saya, but only a 1. Only a 1 count on Saya right there. Big knee, big strikes, big kicks. Johnny off the ropes. Went for the knee. Saya got out the way of it, and a clothesline took him down. And now Saya has a signature. He had a finisher as well, but Johnny kicking him right in the gut. Off the ropes, Johnny. Big pop-up punch. And into the cover on Saya. Kick out of 2. Could be the opening. Cage needs to win the city. Say that again. Sends him to the outside with a shoulder tackle. And now Johnny not waiting. Nope, is waiting. Is waiting for Saya to get back into the ring. Or not, actually. No, he just goes to the outside. But that might have been a bad mistake, because Saya now lifts him up. But Johnny actually reversing the pressure and drops him down. Saya, though, kipping right back up. No, Johnny, come on. The low blow special that is continuously somehow legal. And now set up for that director's cut. Nah, this man's not trying to. That man trying not to win by. Oh, never mind. He's not trying to win by count out. He just goes flying. The good old nut shot from Johnny Cage. Safe to say, Saya might have lost his nuts. Climbs up top. Johnny elbow drop to Saya, and could be signaling for the end. Sets up for another director's cut. Right to Saya. Cover. Saya has to burn resiliency now. I'm sorry. I hope the crowd's chanting one more time for a director's cut and not chanting for Saya to get hit in the nads one more time. Which they could very well be doing as well. The crowd might be sickos. Power bomb to him, and then a knee right to the face from Johnny Cage. And now we had Saya was decimating him at the start, but now Johnny's brought this thing right back. Big kick right to the face, but now pushed away by Saya. Might need to set him up here. Picks him up. Looking for that. Glam slam again. Nope, he just dropped him again. Nope, he just dropped him again. All right, Saya, I see you. Now setting up, could be looking for that killer read. No, actually, locking in the aura constriction. Bear hug applied on Johnny. Is he going to have to tap here? No, he lets it go. Saya let go of that aura constriction. Has a signature built up as well. Puts Johnny in the corner. Saya turns him around. Sets him up for the sub-spiral. That cyclone suplex, and now might have everything in the tank to put him away. Killer reading. And that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it for Johnny Cage. Cover by Saya, and he is off to the chamber. Sayakiller picks up the win over Johnny Cage and advances to the Elimination Chamber. The first win of Sayakiller's career here in the GWE, and it's a big one. Saya gets it done, and now we could be calling him our next Intercontinental Champion. How is the Lobo legal? I don't know, Leo. Honestly, maybe interview Johnny Cage and ask him about it. I have no idea how it's legal. Probably easiest to ask him. Also, maybe that. The ref did not see it. It was on the outside. But I also would probably ask Johnny Cage about it, because he has done it inside of the ring before. Who knows? But there was that killer reading from Sayakiller. And picked up the win with it. Sayakiller enters the Elimination Chamber. Congratulations to him. Now, Akihiko's got his first opponent to scout. We'll see if that can give him any advantage, or maybe Saya could look to become Intercontinental Champion. There's other competitors he's going to have to deal with inside that chamber as well. Regardless, congratulations to him. As we move on to the main event of the evening. You lost your nads only once, Saya. That is true. He did only lose his nads one time. But now, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, it is time. It is the main event of the evening. It is our second best of 7 series match. We saw True Style pick up the victory in the first match at Chain Reaction. Can Speed Force even it out? Or will True Style go up 2-0? Well, according to AV, apparently that's not going to be the case. Apparently, he's got True Style winning every single matchup in this best of 7. We'll just have to see what happens when there's no fancy costumes, when there's no big pressure on Chain Reaction. It's just an episode of Monday Night Voltage. Let's see what happens. It's Speed Force. It's True Style. 2-on-2. Main events. Let's turn up the voltage for it as we end the show with our best of 7. And coming out first, it is Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehogs. It is Speed Force. Okay. Sonic, since when? Man went super. Okay. Alright, Sonic. Okay. Sonic's all yellow over this one. As Sonic and Shadow are here. A little overkill? Maybe. Maybe a little overkill. But Sonic looks ready to go. Oh, never mind. Never mind. No, never mind. No, he didn't. Maybe he heard you. He heard a little overkill. Was like, actually, you know what? Maybe it is a little overkill. It's only match 2 after all. Ken and Ryu, though, out here tonight. It is True Style. They picked up the win at Chain Reaction over Sonic and Shadow. Now, they look to cement themselves and make it a 2-0 game here by getting the win. Yeah, the timing, yeah. The little overkill? No, no overkill. A Shadow. Starting it off against Ryu. Here we go. Bobby calling this one. And a big exploder suplex from Shadow to start this thing off. Shadow now sending Ryu into the corner. Makes the tag to Sonic. And a little senton by Sonic there. Now I got him finished up my open water. Hydrate or dihydrate. And now Ryu sending Sonic into the corner and makes the tag to Ken. Big shot to the gut. And a dukes up. Double punches to the side of Sonic's head. It is a true battle, as we know. Speed versus power. Into the cup. Again, what is it with these teams and coming in very early to break up pins? We've seen it in every single tag match tonight. Either way, Sonic makes the tag to Shadow. Double team offense from Speed Force, drops him down, and now Shadow looking to run in. Big drop kick. Splash from Sonic. And now Shadow doing his own work here. A little neck crank to Ken. Yeah, do they not have faith in their partner? I don't know. Maybe it's just the overexcitement to try to get in the match. I have no idea. We saw it with Sans. We saw it with Wario. We saw it with Junpei. And now we see it with Ryu. I don't know what is happening with any of that. But Shadow looking to take advantage of that scoop slam to Ken. And the tag made to Sonic, and a tag is made to Ryu. Went for the kick there. Sonic saying, you can't do a kick. I'll do one instead, though. As he lands that drop kick and takes him down. Flies in. Big leg drop from the springboard position by Sonic. Rolling out. Rolling back in. Rolling around at the speed of sound as Sonic makes the tag back to Shadow. Double team here. A twist of fate from Sonic, and Shadow's up on the top. And a little swanton bomb. A little shout out to one of the greatest tag teams of all time. With that little combo there. An extreme combination as Sonic now sending Ryu back into the ring. Another boot. Shadow this time out of the way of it. And knees to the gut of Ryu. And right now it's all been in favor of Speed Force. Shadow now climbs up top. Looking for a splash. But Ryu out of the way. And this time hits that kick to the face. Well, ain't that a kick in the head? As Ryu sending Shadow to the corner. Could need to make that tag and does. Tags in Ken. Double team from True Style. Double elbow drop. Or not double elbow drop. Double elbow hit to Shadow as Ken gets caught. Went for that blow. Shadow was ducked by Ken. But he sweeps him down. And now makes the tag into Sonic. Who both, I'll keep in mind, both Sonic and Shadow have signature moves built up. And Sonic is also extremely fresh, the freshest man in this matchup, at least at this point in time. And the tag is made to Ryu. Double team here, lifting him up, and there's that boot. Ryu couldn't land it a couple times in this match, but this time had to get a little assistance from Ken to keep Sonic in place to hit it. Picked him up and sending Sonic into the barricade right in front of the audience. Head first he goes and sent away by the martial artist as Sonic with a little kick taking him down and playing a little possum. Even though he's a hedgehog. Sonic trying to get himself back in the ring, and Ryu not letting that happen, toss him to the side again. Count of 7. As Sonic with a forearm to the face of Ryu, catching that arm wringer there. And some combos from Sonic. Will there be different match types? Oh yeah, there will be different match types. Next week's show, there will be a different matchup type between these two teams. Count of 12 now, as Sonic sending Ryu's head into the apron. And now Sonic, I thought he was going to go step back in the ring instead. No, never mind actually. He just was right back after him. Count of 15. They need to get back in the ring real quick. Count of 16 here. Count of 17. Ryu rages up here. Y'all need to get back in the ring. Count of 18, and Sonic gets back in. Picking him up, but Ryu gets him down right to the ankle of Sonic, and a kick right to the back. Ryu did rage up as well. Barely broke that count, setting up. No, went for the kick, and Sonic caught him. Swept the leg, and now goes into the cover. Sonic's got a signature, he's got a finisher, but it's only a kick out of 1 by Ryu. Big strikes from Sonic. Gets him into the corner and tried the tag finish. But Ryu caught him, and now Sonic dropped him with Sonic Boom. That double underhook DDT, and Ken had to break that one up quick. And now Sonic goes to the spring. No, not going to the springboard. Instead goes up top. Swanton bomb avoided. Avoided by Ryu. I thought he might have been going for that spin dash. but instead went for a swanton that Ryu avoided. Oh! Dropped him to a powerbomb position and turned it into a lung blower back on the knees. Remember, a powerbomb into the knees. As Shadow all locking in that submission, that Anaconda Vice. And Ryu had to come in to break that one up. And a boot to Shadow, and he's busted open. Sunk. Ken tried to stomp on the head of Shadow, but a punch right to the gut. Sending Shadow, into the corner. Was sent by Ken. And now gets him onto the middle ropes here. And now sets him up. Neck breaker to Shadow from Ken. Goes into the cover, stopping Sonic from making that tag. Kick out at 1 by Shadow. And now Ken, he rages up. He's got a finisher ready to go. Oh! Look at that from Ken. Shadow tried to roll through and go for a move. And Ken hit a little neck breaker almost to stop him. But Sonic tagged in. Now going for the roll up on Ryu. Kick out at 2. The match has been in favor of Speed Force so far, but it could all turn at any moment. It's what happened at Chain Reaction. Oh! Sonic tried to go for a clothesline, and Ryu spun around and back-fisted him. All rolled through. Hurricane Rana. As Ken was tagged in, and Sonic got the distance and landed that leg drop into the cover once again on Ken. Ryu comes in to break that one up. A hype main event indeed between these two teams. And if you remember, we're seeing this another 5 more times after this one. If this is any precursor to what we're going to see, this is going to be electric as they're tagging in to Shadow. Twin turbo spin. And Ryu can't break this up. Cover on Ken. And he's got a burn resiliency. And I want you to keep in mind, Shadow has another finisher. They could go for it again. As Shadow, I don't know what he was doing there. Looking to fly in, though. Hits that clothesline. I think tried to just push Sonic out of the way. Said, out of my way, Faker. I'm going to hit this real quick. But Shadow going up top here. And there's that spin dash. Spin dash to Ken. Got every ounce of it. And ladies and gentlemen, it is 1-2-1. Speed Force have tied this thing up. Going into match number 3. True Style wanted a chain reaction. Speed Force get it done tonight. One night after. Speed beats skill and power today. Oh, dang it. There you go, Ezra. 7 out of 8 today. Good on ya. 5 out of 8 for Dust. Good on ya tonight. It is, in fact, a 1-all game. AV was wrong, yeah. AV said that True Style was going to win it all just by winning every single match. But Speed Force, they proved him wrong. They got the win. There's that twist of fate into the Swanton Bomb from those two. Ryu and Ken were quickly dominated. No matter what match 3 will still be. Yep, no matter what match 5 will still be contested series-wise. We'll still see all 7 matches. Which actually... yeah, GM's actually told me, hey, it's 1-all. Next match, we'll have a different stipulation. This time, it's tornado tag action. Both of them in the ring at the same time. Speed Force True Style tornado tag action next week for match 3. But tonight, it's a Speed Force victory. Congratulations to Sonic and Shadow. 62% of you on Speed Force, 38 on True Style. And they picked up the win. let's have to see next week if Tornado Rules changes the game. Anyone can win. Absolutely. Anybody can win. Anybody can get a pin at any time. Congratulations to Sonic and Shadow. And that is our show. Let's go over it real quick. We started off with the modest open challenge, and it was answered by one of the greatest boxers of all time, Ippo Makanuchi. And a crazy back and forth, Modest was able to pick up the victory. Over Ippo, becoming only the 4th man in history to do so. Congratulations to Modest. Tag team action of Sillies and Schemers. Sans and Papyrus the Skelebros took on Team WAAAAAAA, and it was Sans and Papyrus who picked up the win over the Nintendo duo. They took them on a trip to the underground and picked up the win. Elimination Chamber Qualifier, Giulia has not been in fighting form ever since losing the World Championship to the Rhine Shogun, and it showed tonight after Stephanie Vaquer picked up a dominant victory and sent herself to the Elimination Chamber. Special guest referee match, Kaz thankfully stepped in to help out when the referees had to deal with Wario in the bathroom. Kara and Ryan went at it with Kaz as a special guest referee in a close back and forth that saw Ryan dominate R early, but Kara fought his way back to claim the win. Tag team action, we saw the Galix. It was Jay Warlen, the world champion, and David teaming up against Skull and the debuting Junpei Iori. The Galix, they worked together smoothly and they picked up the win over Skull and Junpei. Jay getting the job done, pinning Skull once again. But I think more it's after the match that we have to really talk about, because afterwards, Jay and David celebrated their tag team victory. David left the ring to give Jay the time to celebrate, grab his championship, and celebrate with the audience. But at that point, after David left, the ringmaster, Pi, rushed down to ringside, rushed into the ring, attacked Jay, and then hit him in the head with his own championship. We know Deku has got himself a shot at Jay, but Pi might be looking to insert himself into the title picture as well. We'll see what happens from there. A fatal 5-way match saw Clover pick up the win in the fatal 5-way with Ember Moon, Merrin, Panette, and Erza after dropping Panette on her head with an axe driver. Big win for Clover in that one. Then this happened. This wasn't a match. This was a mugging. This was an assault. This was decimation from the Obsidian Order, attacking Mario. Backstage, no Luigi to be found, and he got destroyed. Sent off of the scaffolding twice, about 15 feet in the air. Guts and whoever on earth this other man is, who's still yet to reveal himself. Sickening. Sickening display. But what wasn't sickening, though, was this match here between Johnny Cage and Sayakiller, Intercontinental Championship Elimination Chamber Qualifier. Saya did get hit in the nads one single time, but he fought back and allowed himself to pick up the win with that killer reading to Johnny Cage, and Sayakiller is in the Elimination Chamber. And in the main event, best of 7 series, Sonic and Shadow make it 1-1 over True Style. We'll see what happens in Tornado Tag Team action next week. Let's take a look at the news real quick. Panette injured and Ember Moon injured. And then obviously the Pi stuff happened as well. Let's take a look at the power rankings. The power rankings might remain the same. Who DM'd me? I'll do it in a second. What a show this was indeed. I believe the power rankings are still the same, so we have to go into next week to see what those power rankings will actually be. Yeah, only 2 injuries. So let's see what would happen next week on this show. Oh, it would be Seth Rollins against Midoriya. One-on-one. We know Deku, as I said earlier, has a shot at Jay Warlen and his championship. That'd be an interesting match, though. This is not the tag team match I was expecting. It's Kaito and Luffy against Ryu and Adam Cole? No Ken? Alright. Sure. Okay. Weird tag match. It would be the Intercontinental Champion Akihiko against XSP. One-on-one. Maybe Akihiko wants XSP to get a little shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe. It would be Sayaka Mizono taking on Saris Victoria. One-on-one. Ken dressed as Adam Cole. Trust. It'd be Kaz one-on-one with Modest. I guess in this case, Kaz would have been answering the open challenge. So it'd be Pi versus Splendid. I see. That's an interesting one. No. 2K? No. We've seen this so many times. They've already gone at it. They went at it at Chain Reaction in the Gauntlet match. No. We've seen this too often. Stop it. Get some help. It'd be Tag Champs versus Tag Champs. The Bro G's versus Scarlet Justice in tag team action. Alright, that'd be a fun little match. In the main event, it'd be the Hellhounds versus the former tag team champions, Chie and Yukiko, the Twin Dragons. Now let's take a look at the power rankings and see if anything has changed from there. And Seth Rollins has been cleared. Hey, good for him. Good for Seth. He would have been fighting Deku clear. Good for him. Yeah, it's happened again. It's happened again. It's happened again. Oh no. Yo, it's Asuka with the United States Championship. Even in 2K25, you can't escape Asuka with the US title. Okay. Anyways, Modest at 1, Clover at 2, Shadow at 3, Stephanie Vaquer 4, the champion Jay Warlen at 5. Then Panette, Kave, Chie, Yukiko, Deku, Akihiko, the Great Papyrus, Moon Mage, Evernights, Camilla, Violet, Mona, Kaz, Todoroki, and Seth Rollins rounding out your top 20. That's the show. Y'all can go out of character. Huh. Well, that one was sure interesting. We will never be ready for Asuka. We aren't ready for Asuka. Oh. Yo, some of those matches cooked. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, also, hello, Liliana. Hello, Liliana's theme. A really eventful show tonight. Now, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Modest does scare me. Modest scares me. Modest is insane. It beat Ippo, man. Good for him. But y'all, that's gonna do it for this show.
Hey, Kit, are you there?
Y'all, that's gonna do it for the show. I'm gonna play out with this theme. Modest is nuts. Tune in next week for another episode of Monday Night Voltage. We're gonna have a lot of questions to answer. But until then, I will catch y'all next time. I'll see y'all later for next week for another episode of Monday Night Voltage. Stay free of toxicity. And I'll see y'all later.
I'm a true real man. Feel it in my motion.